No. The problems stem much further than just adding a battle royale in there. There's fundamental issues with the game that they must fix before they can go adding a battle royale. Let's get into it. My name's Logic Motion. Welcome to Beyond Plug and Play. Today's June 9th. Let's get into it. So I came across this article and it basically just says EA is reportedly betting the farm on a Battlefield 6 Battle Royale mode modeled after Call of Duty Warzone. So in this post, basically a guy known as Zishan posted on Reddit and said, next Battlefield Battle Royale clip from Temporal. But the post got copyrighted, got taken down. So when a situation like that happens, you can kind of just figure out that, yeah, it's probably real because they went far enough to take it down, right? All right, now let's get into this, why this might not be good for Battlefield. So one, you're going to be competing against yourself, EA. So, right, you're going to be competing against Apex, right? Because Apex is a battle royale game. So you're going to be competing against yourself. You're also going to be competing against Fortnite. You're going to be competing against Call of Duty, PUBG. Just like there's so many battle royales out there. And so I just think this battle royale mode might be free. So you might be able to like kind of pour in some people from that. But I just think there's so many, the market is so saturated for battle royales, and you're not in a place right now to really pull people in. Like, yeah, people are going to try it, but yeah, they're going to go back to their Fortnites, Call of Duty's, Warzone. At this state, I just don't think the Battlefield IP can really compete with a Fortnite or a Call of Duty, right? And it doesn't need to. It can grab a different demographic, right? And I know we gave the Battle Royale thing a shot with Battlefield 5. In my personal opinion, I don't think it did that well. I don't think it was that great. No one's talking about it now, which means it just couldn't have been anything amazing, right? And I just think if you saw how mild it did back then, why would you want to bring it back now, especially when you have such heavy hitters in the battle royale like space? Like, it's so saturated with Fortnite, Apex, Call of Duty, Warzone, PUBG. I'm sure there's others out there. Those are the ones that I can just think of at the top of my mind. And I don't think it's a good investment for Battlefield, especially coming off Battlefield 2042 when everything about that game was a blunder. The start of it, fans didn't like it, and it was supposed to be for the fans, and it just, especially your OG fans, and it just was not. It was a huge blunder. And I think coming off that, you really need to go back to your roots, right? You need to go back to your Bad Company games 1 and 2. You need to go back to our good Battlefield games, especially the recent ones, Battlefield 3, and then towards the end of the lifespan of Battlefield 4, because I know when it first released, it wasn't that great. So we need to return to those roots. And I think the main focus for the next Battlefield game is it's gotta be the base game foremost, right? Just like no specialists. I'm talking just your support, your medic, your engineer, your recon, like focus on that, right? That's what Battlefield needs to be about. It doesn't need to be about this battle royale nonsense. You really need to focus on the base game first. You need to make the base game, the base modes, your conquest, your rush, whatever they're gonna do, team deathmatch, they'll throw that in there. Just all that needs to be good. That needs to be ironed out. I don't like the idea of wasting resources on a battle royale. And I do think a battle royale could be successful, but you've already shown your fan base concerned with Battlefield 2042. You don't know how to make a Battlefield game. You've lost that trust with the community, right? Especially with 2042. It wasn't that great. So you've lost all your trust. You need to build the trust back. Let's work on the base game first. Then let's do a battle royale. I don't know. I don't like the idea of a battle royale in a Battlefield game when we're coming off such a bad game, right? Why are you guys you guys couldn't get this game right, and now you're trying something new with this game? To me, it doesn't make any sense. We need to return to our roots. Just because you couldn't get 2042 right, so we need to return to our roots. Let's look at our Let's look at Battlefield 3. Let's look at the bad companies, and let's go based off that. Let's look at a blueprint. And I don't think a like Battle Royale would be all bad. I don't like the ideal of it in conjunction with, I know they're working on the campaign. I know they're working on multiplayer as well. And I just feel like there's not going to be enough resources there to really have everything be like good or perfected. I'm not saying like the game has to be perfect when it comes out. There's going to be issues regardless, right? And people are going to be mad about this, and that. But it's been such a long time since we've had a good Battlefield game. I just want a good Battlefield game. And when you start reading articles and you see EA wants to compete with Call of Duty Warzone for Battle Royale, it's just ridiculous. It's not realistic. I mean, there was a time where you could compare Battlefield and Call of Duty together, and these were the two titans, right? Those times are long gone. You know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but those times are long gone. Battlefield is not even in the same conversation, the same bracket as Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty is like Los Angeles Lakers. Battlefield is like Washington Wizards. It is that bad. They're not on the same level. And I want Battlefield to return to greatness, but I don't think it will do that by putting a Battle Royale mode in there. I don't know if that's what Battlefield fans want. I don't even know what Battlefield fans want. This might be something they want, right? But in my mind, I think that the best approach is to work on what we know Battlefield fans want. Your conquest, your rush mode, your team death matches. Make those modes perfect, right? Make those modes good. Then let's worry about the non-Battlefield traditional stuff, right? Let's make our classes good. Let's make our vehicles good. Let's return to that traditional Battlefield experience, and then let's branch out, because we haven't had a good Battlefield in so long. I mean, they're making fun of us. Like I said, we're not in the same conversation as a Call of Duty anymore, you know? And I want Battlefield to be good again. It's just been so long. I still play 2042 just because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the series, good or bad. I'll be there, but I want Battlefield to be talked about in a good light. And with this move to Battle Royale, I just don't know. I feel like resources are being put in the wrong areas, and I don't know. I just hope we can get a good Battlefield game. And when I see news like this, it kind of makes me think otherwise. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Battle Royale is good for Battlefield? Do you think it will kind of push up the series? You think it will just garner in a new audience and just kind of it'll be popular, right? That's essentially what I'm getting at. Let me know down below. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. If you love the video, give it a thumbs up. Just let me know what you think. I'm very curious in what you think. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. This has been Logic Motion, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far.